You want basketball? We got you.
What about plays on the turf? We got you covered.
Or maybe even a knock right out of the park.
We give you our takes on the latest sports news, music, and anything trending around the world.
You are now in the clutch with Nia
and Malik. What is going on, guys? We are back.
We bite.
A long time.
It has.
It's been a long time here.
How long has it been?
For your birthday.
No.
Swear.
Oh my God. So I went and turned a whole nother age. We done.
A lot has happened.
A lot
has happened.
I've gotten vaccinated. I mean, a lot has happened. Dang.
Look, we're not going to go 3 hours, y'all. We could, though.
We really could.
After how long we done missed, we could go for a while, but
we could.
We're going to keep it short.
Because there was a lot that happened over that time.
Too much.
In just a month and a half, almost 2.
But Ace, we back now, though.
We bite.
We back.
Bike and biter.
Yeah, what's going on?
Bike and biter. Did you hear it? I sound like a bike and biter. What's going on, Malik A. Brown? Man. I ain't gonna tell them your government name.
They probably already know.
Bernard. That's his middle name. Bernard.
Malik Bernard Brown. They got a nice little ring to it.
Bernard
though. No
Brown,
cap.
though.
I mean, my middle name Anthony. I mean, I'll put it out there.
He put it out there.
But Anthony sound better than Bernard though. So
yeah, it does.
That's
Bernard
right.
kind of makes you sound like somebody's 50-year-old, 60-year-old
from
dad.
the country.
From the country.
Have you had corned beef hash before?
What?
Corned beef hash.
Corned beef hash. That's how he said it. Have you ever had corned beef hash before? I don't even want to know. I hear corn. I hear beef.
Yeah.
Is it hash browns with it or something? Or some type of potatoes?
It's like potatoes, like small little potatoes. And it comes in a can.
Oh, hell.
I just had it like last month.
This man drinks eggnog, so.
You know what?
Corned beef hash?
Let's not start.
And it comes in a can? That sounds very Section 80.
In my defense, my girlfriend made me try it. So.
Oh. Well, since Celia made you try it, then I'm not going to knock it. Shout out to you, Celia, because I take that back then. Okay. Anyways, Malik Brown, how are you today?
I'm living good today, man.
What's new?
Oh, what's new, man?
Let's give it up for Malik. Peachtree Hoops.
Oh, that's new.
New contributor.
For sure.
All Atlanta Hawks.
Listen.
Make sure you tap in with my boy.
Please tap in, y'all.
Tap in.
We got some good stuff.
Tap in.
And it's playoff season, so you know we going crazy.
You know?
But man, look, other than that, shoot. Let me be transparent though. Let me be transparent.
I like that word.
It's mental health week. I mean, it's mental health month. Your boy been stressing for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But you know, I feel like this is something that I needed because I kind of been free balling life. I kind of just been like going with the flow, doing this or that, you know, but I haven't really been taking care of my mental, you feel me?
Yeah.
So just a lot of crazy things been happening physically to me. but I'm straight though. But you know, just doing a lot of meditating, self-prioritizing for sure.
Yeah. Very good.
Just all that stuff, you know. Working, exercising for sure, cuz I ain't exercised since January, so I definitely had to get back out there. I got back out on the court on Saturday.
That boy set the court.
Yeah, 0 points. Maybe about 1 block, 1 steal, 3 games.
Well, you had a steal in the block, so that means you're more of a defensive player.
Yeah,
and you know your role.
I had to get back in the flow. You feel me? It's been a minute since I've been on the court, so. But yeah, man, I mean,
that boy out here playing.
Other than that, you know, same old with me. But what about you?
Living.
Living.
I just been living, minding my business, eating my Chipotle every other day.
Hold up, do they know about they didn't even They don't know about the Nike either.
I didn't announce that on
Man, I tell you.
I knew about it, but
it's been a long time, y'all.
Yeah, we're already headed to episode 4.
We got LeBron James. Got Serena Williams.
Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Nia Simone. We have Nia Simone, guys. She's a part of the Nike family. Please.
I am.
Please. How does it feel?
Man, it's a blessing. It is such a blessing. If you guys don't know, I host a new show for Nike. It's called Come Through, where I sit down and talk with game-changing Black women. It is so fun. Shout out to my Nike family. It's just been incredible, super life-changing. Yeah. So that is why we've kind of been in and out because me and Malik trying to get our lives together. But no, it truly is a blessing. I'm so excited. I always am excited for the next episode, new content, all that stuff. So it's been a really, really fun and eventful almost 2 months with the family. And if you don't know, check out Come Through.
Please.
You can type it in on YouTube. You can check it out on the Nike app.
She everywhere. Snapchat, Instagram,
YouTube.
You on Facebook? You gotta be on Facebook too, right?
I believe there's an ad. Somebody tagged me in it. And it's crazy because people will call me and be like, yo, you just came up. I still have yet to see.
For real?
I haven't seen any of my ads at all. Like,
that's crazy.
The only time I see my ads is if somebody sends them to me. And I don't know if it's because I'm just not looking for them or I don't know.
You know how phones be now, like you gotta kind of like, I guess it's like the phone know what you be looking through, and then suddenly the ad comes up like, oh shoot, I was just looking at this on the Safari.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe people have been looking at like the Nike website or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. My friend just called me the other day, and he was like, yo, I was watching YouTube, watching anime, minding my business, and you know how now YouTube has those ads or whatever, and he was like, you were an ad, and I'm like, dang, so I'm not gonna hit skip ad no more because it's me.
Hey, you gotta get that money now. We gotta get that money. You gotta get that money.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, life's been good. Life's been a lot of different changes, a lot of good changes.
Yeah.
Of course, we all have our ups and downs, but overall, I'm just thankful for life. I am thankful to, be here. Year 24 has just been incredible. And speaking of incredible, today is National Wine Day.
It's National Wine Day. I didn't know until she told me.
Absolutely. Also, too, before we even introduce National Wine Day, I do want to address that today does make the 1-year anniversary of the murder of George Floyd. Mm-hmm. And around this time last year, Malik, it was very emotional for us because we did the podcast Blackout. We joined other podcasts, and we didn't put out content for about, 2 weeks almost?
Yeah, for sure.
And I want you guys to remember, we are still fighting. We are still trying to get justice for people of color, Black men and women, Black babies, Black kids that are, taken away from us every single day because of the color of our skin. So I did want to address that. So it is May 25th. I'm sure the episode won't drop until a couple days from now, but I definitely want to just send out my prayers and thoughts to the Floyd family because I know that this can be a really, really rough time right now. Yeah. But, so much has happened, Malik, since the last time you and I have met because, we got justice, somewhat justice, The murderer is now behind bars, and I hope he stays there. As far as the other was the other 3 officers, I saw that it's getting pushed back again to 2022. But
wasn't it supposed to be in August?
It was supposed to be in August, but they pushed it back to 2022. So we still have to fight, you know, like the fight does not end here. I don't want us to get comfortable. We still have to make our voices be heard and hold those accountable because we deserve peace. We deserve justice and anything else. So
you can see the changes from last year to now. Like, I mean, it's been some major changes. So like you said, keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
Keep putting your voices out there for real.
Mm-hmm. Major changes. We still got a long way to go. Definitely would love for it to be another world by the time, I bring kids into this world. I'm sure same for you, Malik, is, you guys bring kids into this world. I want it to be a different place. I don't want my kid, being afraid to go hang out with their friends and being afraid of being profiled because of the color of their skin, or because of what they look like. So, again, like, this time last year, we had just started our podcast almost, and about a month in or so, and a lot has happened. So, again, prayers, still fighting, say her name.
Right.
And
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter, always and forever. But yes, it's National Wine Day. So we got our wine.
Okay. What? I ain't never seen that.
So actually, I think I went to like a graduation party, and whose party it was, they had this, and it was really good. Peach sparkleini.
Something like that. Something like that.
Hey, we got it on deck. And
you
it's pretty good. What you got?
I got the little basic barefoot,
Okay.
Little
Pink Moscato.
I gotta go with the Moscato.
Period.
I don't know about that red dry stuff y'all be drinking. I ain't with it.
Do you like sweet red?
Yeah, I'll drink sweet red, but
okay.
like the other red blend and all that, I'm like, nah, I'm not with that.
Understandable. All right, so we gonna pour up.
All right, we gonna pour up.
And we are headed into
Headshot.
Clutch Update. Happy National Wine Day to everyone.
I hope y'all sipping responsibly.
On my sizzle. Sipping. All right, y'all. We're headed into Clutch Update.
Let's get it, man. All right, guys. Clutch Update. We are back.
Clutch Update. Let's toast real quick.
Please,
let's sip our wine because it's a lot of tea.
It's a lot.
Hot tea. And I'm so excited because, again, we haven't been with y'all in almost 2 months, and so much has happened. But we're gonna talk about the recent
we're gonna
stuff
let it out
for sure. So let's start it off. NBA playoffs, Malik Brown. How are we feeling right now?
Man, I'm excited. Even the short season, just everything. The injuries.
Yeah.
The of course COVID.
Right.
No fans at first, but now it kind of looks like everything is kind of coming back to normal. Like
full capacity, Malik Brown.
Man, I tell you.
Did we ever think that we would hear that ever again? Like,
it just feels good to hear fans. Like, I remember just like this past year, I've just been looking at like maybe old highlights, like playoff highlights of like years past, and it's just like a crowd full of people like just sitting next to each other getting hype, and I'm like, bruh, it looks nasty, like when you're like, ew, y'all really doing that? But that energy is like electric.
Incredible.
And you need that for the playoffs, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I think that it is going to be an adjustment for the players,
for sure,
coaches as well, because like you win a whole season. First of all, you're in a bubble,
right?
Then you go a whole season without fans. And, other than, of course, the noise, the crowd noise. But honestly, Malik, I actually went to my first NBA game since last year.
How was it?
It was cool. It was cool. We had some nice seats.
Which one? You went to the
Hawks Blazers.
Okay. That was good. Yeah.
Very good game. But you hear the noise, and then you look, and it's like, nobody's here.
Got that pumped up noise, man.
Yeah. So the noise wasn't really hitting on nothing, but I think it'll really, I think it'll be an adjustment for a lot of players. Just trying to get back in that mode of now we're playing in front of people now.
Right.
No, but it's exciting. I mean, what's up?
First, I want to talk about. Well, let me get into how the first 2 days went.
Yeah.
Every game was pretty much close. It wasn't any blowouts. It was 2 overtime games.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. I think the only possible game that just was not like in reach was probably the Celtics and Nets game.
Yep.
And I think that was it. But other than that, like these were some good games. It just seems like everybody was pretty much evenly matched, but when you go to the third night, you kind of saw the blowouts. You saw the blowouts coming. With Milwaukee doing that to Miami, but I think Milwaukee trying to get revenge from last season though, because Miami disrespected them last season. They disrespected them last season. Giannis is coming for revenge.
I thought it was hilarious to see him playing soccer. He was not taking it serious.
He's unfazed.
Yeah, very unfazed. I mean, Monday night's game, Milwaukee-Miami was just, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I swear Miami sat at 88 for 6 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And Jimmy and Bam aren't playing like they're supposed to be
right,
playing. They're not, especially Bam. Bam, I feel like this whole entire season.
Up and down.
He's just been up and down, and the players have came out and said, like, we want him to be more aggressive. But he's kind of like, he's not taking that initiative. And somebody's got to take it, either him or Jimmy. I mean, I would expect Jimmy to, just after all the experience he's had and what he did in the finals last year. But they just look out of sorts. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens when they get back home. But these first 2 road games for them were not good at all.
Yeah, and I'm so curious to know, like, what happened to the Heat. It seemed like, you know, they won the Eastern Conference Finals and then, you know, went on through playoffs and you know,
they saying they some bubble frauds, man.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what the streets saying.
You know what I think of? I think of Space Jam. Like they ran out of their MJ stuff.
The Michael secret stuff.
Secret stuff. The MJ secret stuff, because it was like a total different team. And at first I was like, well, you know what? They got to get back adjusted.
That's what I thought too. They had injuries and all that stuff. Yeah.
COVID stuff going on.
Yeah.
But they could never just get back on track to me. It seems like they practically clawed and crawled their way here and barely made it.
Barely made it. Yeah.
Barely.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to talk about Victor Oladipo. I forget he's even on the team. I mean, he played like 3 games and then he's back out with the same kind of injury that he's had the past few seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him during the offseason. If they do re-sign him, or if a team actually like gives him the money that he wants, because it's kind of hard to even look at trying to give him a max or anything around that sorts right now, especially how his past 3 seasons have been. So, and
he's not healthy.
He's not healthy. Not at all.
Which sucks. Denver, Portland. What are your thoughts? I mean, 128, 109.
I watched. I think I came in the house maybe second quarter, and that's all. In the second quarter, Dame had 22. I think he hit like 4 straight threes. He was just, you know,
Dame time.
Just get in the mold.
Dame time.
And he brought it because I think they were losing by maybe like 18 around that time. He came back, and the Nuggets just came back and just
get that man
did
some
that
help.
thing. Yeah, they got what they need though.
Something missing. It's something definitely
every
missing.
Every year it seems like something always missing, but nobody knows what it is.
Yeah, and they can't get over that hump.
Yeah, that's what they can't get over the hump. They can't get over it.
They can't get over the hump every single time.
If it's not the Warriors, it's somebody else. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know what it could possibly be with them, but I got Denver winning the series. I think it's gonna go 7. Actually, I think it goes 7. I think that's gonna be a good series. So I like that. Okay,
all right. I know we're jumping the gun a bit, but give me your predictions. Who you got coming out of the East and who you got coming out of the West? Because there's a lot of suspense right now. I mean, we still got a long way to go, guys. We just started playoffs. But I want to do some early predictions so we can look back on this episode and from May to, June? Yeah. Late June? Yeah.
I remember last year. You got me good last year.
Yeah.
And my friends still bring it up.
Yeah, I bet.
They still bring it up.
Because I told you Miami was coming out of the East. But
yeah. But not even that. When I said that Portland was going to be LA, you got me good.
I did.
You got me good.
Come on now.
And shout out to the editor. Shout out to Ricky for doing that to me in that episode as well. But East, I got to go Nets. It just seems right.
Yeah.
It just seems right. Yeah. I mean.
So you don't think Philly has all the weapons to overcome the hump that they always are stuck at?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put it on Ben.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to put it on Ben.
Very valid.
We talk about how he's an all-star and this and that, but he's not really been producing at an all-star level. I mean, he's been putting up 12 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Yeah, I mean, at some point, and I mean, his game works for that offense because he's surrounded with legit shooters. He's surrounded with Steph Curry. He's surrounded by Tobias Harris, who had a great game 1. He's surrounded by front runner, I think it's going to be front runner for MVP, Joel Embiid. He's surrounded by these shooters, Danny Green. So, I mean, he don't really got to shoot. We've always known Ben Simmons as a pass-first player, but the offense just gets kind of like he's in half. You can beat him in the half court. You're not going to beat him in transition because he's just that type of player. But if you get them in a half court set, you can stop that. Yeah. All you got to do is back off of them. Yeah. That's it.
Got to.
But I just think the Nets have everything. I mean, as far as maybe not defense, but the Nets offensively, like it's gonna be hard to stop all three of those guys.
Yeah, and they gotta stay healthy.
Now the West, this is tough, Nia.
I'm already happy.
This is tough. What the? Oh my God!
It's actually a very small bottle. Yeah.
True.
But this is really good, guys.
Please try it.
Okay, my bad.
West, I'm gonna go Lakers.
Ooh, look at you!
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Last year, this man was anti-Lakers. Look. He learned his lesson. Let me tell you something about this team. You cannot count them out. As much as you want to. You can't.
It
didn't look promising to them last year.
It didn't.
It did. It did
they lost
not
the first game last year.
You feel me? It looked nowhere near promising last year. Look at the end result. I'm gonna insert my Oprah. I'm just saying. Just like how people like to count out Tom Brady and his squad, you cannot count them out.
LeBron James.
Come on,
especially not in the first round. I don't even think he's lost in the first round.
No,
if I'm not mistaken.
No.
I'm gonna go Brooklyn and Lakers, and then I'm just gonna take Brooklyn to win.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. So.
On record, guys.
All right. So we got our predictions for Malik. Malik says he has Brooklyn coming out of the East.
Yes.
Lakers coming out of the West.
Yes.
He has Brooklyn winning it all.
Yes.
Cool. For me, I got Brooklyn coming out of the East.
Okay.
West, I got the Lakers as well.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Lakers again.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Lakers again. So
two-time champs.
Yeah. Malik got Brooklyn. I got Lakers.
All right. Cool.
Now I want to ask you this, Malik Brown. There has been so many. It's been an exciting year for a lot of sleeper teams.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, of course, we got to count in our Atlanta Hawks because a lot of people, you know, we knew when, you know, Travis Schlenk made those off-season moves and it was really incredible for the squad. A lot of people counted the Hawks out early because of injuries, you know. You got a healthy team now. But I'm going to have to say the Washington Wizards.
Look,
wow.
I saw somebody say this on Twitter. They were like, the Washington Wizards are not your regular, like, eighth seed.
No.
Because you gotta remember, Russ did not start the season off well, and he actually admitted that he had an injury. Earlier in the season.
Yep.
And maybe mid-season, when they went on that crazy run, like, that's when Russ was getting triple-double after triple-double, leading them after wins. You still got Bradley Beal. Mr. Triple-double.
Please put some respect.
Please put some respect
on Brody.
Please.
Because y'all have disrespect. Malik, you one of them. You one of them.
No Kizzy.
Y'all have disrespected this man day in and day out. And let me tell you, when people used to ask me, who is your favorite player? And I would say Russell Westbrook. People would look at me like I was born on another planet. Listen, it's Russ gang to the day I die. And y'all got to put some respect on Mr. Triple-Double himself. I'm sorry. I just had to put that out there. Go ahead. Continue. My bad.
For sure. Nah, for real. You got to put some respect on that. What he's done these past few seasons is crazy. Like, and it's not going unknown. I mean, right now he making the triple-double look like a cakewalk.
Yeah.
It's literally like a cakewalk.
Literally.
He can literally get in the first half of the game, which is crazy.
And I want people to understand how hard it is to get a triple-double, let alone a double-double.
Yeah.
But a triple-double?
Yeah.
Man.
As a guard. So you got to get the rebounds. He's doing everything.
Yeah.
So then you got Bradley Beal, of course. I mean, he's taking that step average. Steph averaged the most this season, but I think he averaged the second most. So he's been on the scoring tear.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that's just really hurting them is what's after Russ and Bradley Beal. Like, who's that third?
Yeah.
Who's that third guy? I mean, you got Rui. Rui's kind of up and down.
Yeah. I like Rui though.
Yeah, I like Gafford. Gafford is a great energy guy. But they bring him off the bench. Then you got Alex Len, Ish Smith,
Alex Len,
Raw Neto. I think I said his name right. Like, these guys are good, but they not they're not gonna beat the Sixers with those players. You feel me? They're not gonna beat them with that. But I just feel like they get a good team around them, they'll be straight.
Yeah.
So I don't know what direction this organization wants to go in next season, but I mean, the way they turned the season around, like the Hawks did, like it's pretty great to see.
And it's funny you said when turning the season around.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Of course you remember this, but do you remember when people were saying, Bradley Beal's got to get out of there. Got to get him out of there.
Yeah.
He's dropping 50 a night, and they're not helping him.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I still believe that.
You still think he needs to get out of there?
I still believe it because, okay, and I know I just said it, just, how the organization is going to fix everything next season. Okay, they get swept this round. Okay, what's next? Like, I don't even think they have enough cap space or I just don't know where this. You got to see where the organization is trying to go. Like,
very true.
Okay, you can't keep the same team.
No,
you can't keep it.
Definitely have to keep.
You got to upgrade somewhere.
Got to.
So, I mean, it's really up to Tommy Shepard. I don't know what he got up, what he has up his sleeve, but if he wants to win a championship, it's not going to be in Washington. If he really wants to win, he's not going to be in Washington. And who wants to go to Washington? Who was the last big free agent that you? Because I don't remember. Russell got traded there. He didn't sign there. No.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce.
Jeez. Dang.
Maybe I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, I mean, I can't remember any big free agent signing with Washington. I really can't.
It's crazy.
So.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, another young team that I really enjoy is the Grizzlies.
I knew you were going to say that.
And I enjoyed them last year, of course, but this year, because they were, they're coming back pretty much, same squad.
Yeah.
You added a few pieces. Yo, Ja Morant.
A dog.
This man is different.
A dog.
Different. Stop sleeping on these small school players.
Please.
Because what I see in Ja's game is that not only can he hoop, but this man has heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Heart.
For sure.
And you see it in every single game that he plays.
But you want to know who else on that team got heart too? Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks is,
you thought Ja was a dog.
Woo.
Dylan is a great backcourt mate for
This
Ja.
was his coming out year, I think.
For sure.
This was definitely his coming out season.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because before the play-in, I know they played the Warriors, but that maybe a couple games before.
Yeah.
And he was doing a good job limiting Steph on getting the ball. And, of course, he got fouled out that game.
Yeah.
But
defense.
they came back the next week and beat the Warriors. Everybody penciled it. Well, not everybody. I know there was a couple people that had the Grizzlies winning.
Yeah.
But for the most part, everybody had the Warriors winning. And the Grizzlies did it. So, and I mean, you got to think about it. Last year, they were in the play-in tournament as well and lost to the Blazers. So, you don't want to go be in the play-in 2 years in a row and lose back-to-back. I mean,
true.
So, I mean, and look, they beat the Jazz game 1. So, they are riding with a lot of momentum.
Speaking of the Jazz, it's a lot of this going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of confusion going on. Because Donovan Mitchell's not happy.
He's not
right now with the Utah Jazz, which is honestly, I'm not shocked. Because I mean, just the amount of just so much piled up, and I know just, with his relationship with Utah and the Jazz, and I think this may be it for him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's done?
I don't.
You think he's gonna request a trade?
Welcome
to Atlanta, babe.
Yo, since we done brought up Atlanta, we might as well move over to the Hawks talk, because we got a lot to talk about with the Atlanta Hawks.
Hawks playoff basketball is back, Nia.
Man, how long has it been since we were even able to say that?
It's been 4 seasons.
Ooh.
So what? 4 years. It's been a long time coming.
The growth, man.
It's been a long time coming.
Wow. 2017.
Shoot, yeah, yeah. The Dennis Schroeder years.
Ooh,
those were bad.
What a journey! What a journey this franchise has been on.
Yeah, it's been an upgrade. This season in general, though, I mean, of course, all the acquisitions they made in the offseason, and then the coaching change in the middle of the season, that really kind of just set everything off.
Yeah.
So, Nate, I think he's 27-11 since March 1st. They have the best fourth quarter net rating since then. I mean, you got Bogey playing up to standard. You got your bench. You got Lou, Herder. Just everybody's just playing a role and I mean just from the start of the season, just like 1 through 15, everybody's had some type of role on this team to get them to where they're at now.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, last season they said that they wanted to be in the playoffs. Well, they were a playoff team, and I mean, look at them now. They're the 5th seed, and they're playing no other better opponent than the New York Knicks.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, who would have thought that we are seeing Atlanta and New York in the playoffs, battling it, you know? But, as I was saying earlier, first of all, Nate McMillan, I mean, as soon as the season ends, like the last game.
On the dot.
When that clock says 0-0, I need him signing off on that dotted line to be the next head coach of the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to tell you why. What he has done with this team. Because, we can talk about, well, this coach didn't do this or this coach didn't do that. But, you got to work with what you got.
Right.
And the Hawks have always been a talented team.
Yeah,
especially this offseason was so incredible and so key. And just what he's done turned this team completely around. I mean, you got them to a playoffs. Imagine if the Hawks did not make that coaching change in the middle of the season. I don't even think the Hawks would be here. Because there were games that the Hawks shouldn't even have lost, Malik Brown. Yeah,
we'd be singing a different tune.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, I mean, this team has been through so much, from coaching changes to injuries. Injuries has been definitely at the top of the list, and so many people counted out the Hawks because of injuries, They've turned it around. You got a new coach, new system, a coach that understands and gets what he has, the pieces that he has.
And the players like him.
Absolutely.
That's key as well. Very key.
Very key. Very key. And then we talk about the art of his substitution, knowing when to rotate, knowing what group is not working out well during this moment in the game, whether if it's the bench or if it's your starters or whoever. But I mean, every single player, as you were saying, every single player on this team is a key factor because they play their role very well. Tony Snell, Solomon Hill, Sweet Lou. I mean, everybody has stepped up to the plate. Has done something, and it shows. I mean, even our Bruno Fernando, when he got a little win,
he got those minutes against the Rockets,
he did really damn good.
He did
really damn good.
And Okongwu that was Okongwu's best game.
Yeah.
That was his best game.
Yeah.
I think he had like 21 and 10 or something like that. But he's panned out to be a good rookie.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what he looks like in the future.
Yeah. I mean, even Nathan Knight.
Yeah, man. Nathan Knight did good.
Nathan Knight, Skylar Mays. It's just everybody on this team, when they come in the game, they do something very well.
Right.
Whether it's defense, scoring, facilitating, whatever it is. I think that everybody on this squad has done everything and more that they should do. DeAndre Hunter is getting back in his groove. He's fighting that injury, but he's getting back into his groove. We saw a little spurt of him in game 1. So, I mean, this is going to be a great series.
It is. It is.
Both two talented teams, two teams that are rebuilding.
Yeah.
And I thought that they did a really good job on Julius Randle. Now, granted, you let Alec Burks get off.
Yeah, and Rose.
Man, he had a good game. Derrick Rose. I am rooting for Derrick Rose always.
For sure.
I thought that he had such a good game. I think he finished, with 15 game 1.
Yeah, more than that. Probably.
Yeah. But he came up really big for the Knicks, so it's really good to see him back out there. But I know they were talking about how D Rose is not able to really guard. Is it Trey or?
Nobody can really.
It's been a lot of talk about
nobody on that
defense.
team can guard Trey,
Yeah.
if we being honest.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, they put their best defender on Trey at the end of the game, and he still worked him down the court and got hit to his spot. So, at this point, I mean, you just got to scheme up for him.
Yeah.
Just make him scheme up on him.
It'll be interesting to see the adjustments that New York makes because now, you're coming to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Full capacity crowd, by the way.
Yeah.
And one thing about Atlanta, we gonna match that energy.
Always.
MSG had incredible energy. Their fans, I mean, I felt it through the TV. I thought I was there at one point.
Boy, they get down in Madison.
Yeah,
Square.
they do. I can give
they
y'all
get
that. I can give y'all that. But no, I mean, all in all, I think this is gonna be a great series. My predictions, I got Hawks coming out in 5. Hawks in 5.
So it's not going to be a good series if we being honest. If we keeping it real, it's not going to be a good series if you got Hawks in 5. Gentlemen sweep.
5.
Jesus Christ.
I got Hawks in 5.
Whew.
Hawks in 5. I'm taking a risk.
I mean,
you got Hawks in 7?
Nah, I don't think it'll go 7. And if it goes 7, I don't. If it goes 7, boy, I don't even know if the Hawks are ready for that. For the Garden in 7, like in Game 7, that Garden gonna be rocking Game 7 if there's a Game 7.
Hawks in 5.
So I think the Hawks. I'm gonna go Hawks in 6. I'm gonna go. I've stuck with Hawks in 6 for some months now because it just seemed like the Hawks and Knicks were just bound to match up. So
okay,
I'm gonna stick with Hawks in 6.
Hawks in 6. All right, Malika has Hawks in 6.
But if they beat New York Game 2, then Hawks in 5 for sure. I don't see it. I'm just saying.
Mark my words. You heard it here. Hawks in 5,
right.
baby. Hawks in 5. Now, question.
Yes.
John Collins, does he stay or does he go?
I think you got to keep him at this point.
Absolutely. Only a fool would not.
Like we were talking about. Like I said, if the Hawks had kept Lloyd and they were still spiraling downwards, I mean, like I said, we'll be talking a different tune, and that different tune would have to be, what are you going to do about John Collins? I mean, but
remember at the beginning of the season, they were having their ups and downs, and they went on. They were losing so many games back to back. And remember the story that came out?
Yeah.
About Trey and John. So it was like that
clickbait.
The narrative, right? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad.
The narrative. You saw how the narrative shifted.
Yeah.
When Lloyd Pierce got fired.
Yeah.
And now it's a different
Yes,
story. It's a different tune.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see how they do?
That's the media for you, man. Sorry, guys.
I work in media, but
I'm just saying. It's some different people, man. It's some different.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So it's amazing how the tune has changed now. Now it's like John has proved himself.
Right.
Pay that man.
Yeah.
Simple. And you don't want a young player like that to leave.
Yeah, you don't.
You just don't.
Because I mean, his ceiling. I don't even think he's reached his ceiling yet. And I mean, the fact that he's already like a 20-10 guy, and he's starting to play defense now, it can get scary.
Yeah.
In a couple years.
Yeah.
So what I've always said is just like, what are the Hawks trying to pay him for what he's done these past few seasons, or are they trying to pay him off of what they expect him to be in the future? So that's kind of what will they be banking on. But I think just the fact that they're here, I know for sure if they win this series, he's definitely not going anywhere.
Better not.
It's just impossible for you to do that. So
no. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Like I said, Hawks are looking good. You know, everybody has to stay healthy. But I'm pumped. This
is exciting.
This is very exciting.
I haven't seen anything like this in forever.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time the Hawks were in the playoffs, it didn't go well for them. So I'm glad that we have some type of winning basketball going on here.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to shift gears a bit and talk some WNBA.
The W.
So Malik and I have not seen you guys since way before the WNBA season even tipped off. Yeah, March.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. So such an interesting year because, of course, coming back from the historic Wubble season.
Yeah.
So many changes have been made from CBAs to off-season moves, trade moves, coaching changes, more WNBA, WNBA expansion, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But, and I thought that this was a pretty good draft class. Now, the draft was a little questionable about how some players, went round 2 or didn't go as high as they should have. Yeah. But all in all, I mean, hey, we got some WNBA basketball.
Right. It's back.
It's back. So Western Conference right now, the Seattle Storm leads. The Aces are following right behind at number 2. And the Mercury is at number 3. And it was just announced today. Again, we are pre-recording this. Diana Taurasi will be out for possibly 4 weeks. She had a chest injury.
Do you think they stay afloat with her going?
You say what?
Do you think they'll stay afloat with her going? Do you think they'll still be pretty solid with her going?
I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be all right.
Just not the same.
Just not the same. I mean, it's
feel it.
DT.
Yeah.
And it was her sternum. Like, you fractured your sternum. That has to hurt.
Very painful. Very painful.
Ooh, in your chest. But she played 2 games after the injury actually took place. So
a warrior.
And it was a very small fracture. So that's good. I mean, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's still fresh. Season is still new.
Right.
So it's not going to be too detrimental. Just thankfully it's not, something that's serious. And then for the Eastern Conference right now at the top, right now it's Connecticut Sun. They are the only undefeated team right now. They're 5-0. New York Liberty is at number 2. And number 3 is Chicago Sky. So going back to the Liberty, because I know you asked me earlier about just
for sure.
Did I expect to see the Liberty here in this place? So just thinking about the legacy of the Liberty and where they were at a couple years ago till now, it's like day and night, you know?
Right.
And I knew once they got that number 1 pick, last year, getting Sabrina, and really that draft class was very special, but it's like, okay, Sabrina gets hurt in the Wobble season, so she was out for the rest of the season. Okay, we're going to come back. We're going to be better than what we were last season.
Right.
And so now you've added pieces. Benijah Laney.
Yeah. Hooper.
Benijah Laney.
Going crazy.
Man.
Going crazy.
Hidden gem of the W. Young player. Feisty. She's good. She's gritty. When she was in Atlanta this past season in the Wobble, you saw that in her.
Yeah.
It's just like, dang, can we keep her?
For
like,
real.
can she
For
stay?
real. No. That's why I was trying to figure out why they didn't keep her.
Well, we know why, because Tiffany Hayes opted out, and unfortunately, I guess that's the contract. But I felt like that was a shift for her. Going from hopping kind of from team to team, trying to get that run that she needed, or that opportunity, I'm going to say, that she needed, and she took full advantage when she was with the Atlanta Dream, and she was putting up numbers. She was doing some good stuff. And then now, she's with New York. And I mean, she just dropped 26 on Monday.
It's crazy.
Crazy. So she is a damn good player. Yeah. And please put some respect on Benijah Laney's name. Kind of shifting gears a bit. So a couple of days ago, Liz Cambage of the Las Vegas Aces. If you know Liz does not hold her tongue back about anything.
She's about that action.
She is. She's about that life. And, basically, during the game, the Aces played the Sun. And Curt Miller, the head coach of the Connecticut Sun, was basically arguing with the ref about a call. And he made a comment about Liz Cambage being 300 pounds. So he's body shaming her.
So something went down in today's game, and I need to speak on it, because if there's one thing about me, is that I will never let a man disrespect me. Ever, especially a little white one. So to the coach of Connecticut, I'm sorry, little sir man, I do not know your name. But the next time you try to call out a referee, trying to get a call being like, come on, she's 300 pounds. I'm going to need you to get it right, baby, because I'm 6'8". I'm weighing, I just double checked because I love to be correct and get facts. I'm weighing 235 pounds.
So, from what I've seen on WNBA Twitter is that this is not the first time that Curt Miller has had nasty remarks
Oh, he
about,
wanted them.
unfortunately. Nasty remarks. This is not the first time. So he has been suspended, I believe, for 1 game and was also fined. So listen, body shaming is a no-no.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking about women and you're a man is a no-no. And I get when people are, in the mode and you playing basketball and, everybody's talking their junk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool. But
not like that.
Come on now. She's 6'8". And she said, what was she, like 230 or something like that?
Yeah.
She was like, hey, you guys got to check out the video. Actually, we're going to post the video. Ricky, take that out. just dropping the video right here. But anyways, so in the video, again, she's going in, little man and just all types of stuff. It was, man.
So she heard him say that.
She heard him. And so she addressed it.
I still haven't even seen. I've heard about the story, but I haven't even seen the video yet.
Oh man,
but I can't wait to see what.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so it's just like, again, that's not a good look. And
especially
now
you a man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And now a lot of stuff that you've done or said about people is coming to light.
Coming out the light now.
And it's not good because he has one of the best teams in the league right now.
You finna have a bad rep.
Bad rep, and it may not look nice for him once the season ends. It may not work out in his favor.
Sure.
So body shaming is a no-no.
Zip your mouth for the rest of the season, homeboy, if you want your job.
And number 2, don't come for Liz Cambage ever.
That's the wrong person to come for.
I mean, for real. For real. And we're going to talk about the next person in the next segment of who you never want to come for. But, the WNBA has been very interesting. There's been a lot of talk about expansion because it has to happen.
Yeah.
It really, really has to happen because so many talented players. Lexi Brown, Lasia Clarendon, even Simone Augustus, her situation is just like these players are very talented and deserve to be in this league. Practically half of round 2 in the WNBA draft just this year were all cut in training camp.
Wow.
I need some damn good players, Malik.
Drafted and then you
get cut.
That doesn't even make sense.
You get cut.
Why is there a second round? At that point.
In round 3, Jesus Christ, so it really sucks that, a lot of these girls already have in their minds, okay, I make it round 1, I may be okay. Maybe. You still aren't okay.
Yeah.
But expansion needs to happen within the W. And I know that now with the shift of the league, viewership is going really good. Right. Marketing, is a lot better. Ticket sales and merchandise sales is doing really, really good. And so now I'm sure that is going to be a conversation that they have or are having as far as, okay, what are we going to do? And I would really like for them to either, bring back some of these defunct teams, the Charlotte Sting, Miami Soul, the Houston Comets, who should have never even went defunct. But again, expansion needs to happen.
Do you think it'll happen?
I believe it'll happen.
Soon?
I'm hoping it'll be soon. But I know there's so much that has to come behind it. So it may be something that we won't see until the next 2 to 3 seasons. Yeah. We really don't know.
Which makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. But, this is a major issue within the W right now is the fact that there's so many talented players that are getting the short end of the stick or not making these rosters for the simple fact that, they don't fit our system. And it's not like, well, okay, there is no developmental league for the WNBA, which is something that they should also consider as well.
About that as well.
You see what I'm saying? Because when I tell you overseas basketball, women's basketball, so many hidden gems over there, or so many great players that deserve to be in the WNBA aren't in the WNBA right now. Yeah. But we think about cap space and money and funding. Like, there's so much that comes behind it. It's not like, Kathy Engelberg can get up today and just say, hey, well, we're going to bring back the Miami Soul
Right,
or
yeah.
the Houston Commerce tonight. You know, it's not
takes
that
time.
easy. It
Yeah,
takes
it's a
a
process.
lot of time, because then you got to think about, well, we got to pay our coaches. We got to pay staff. We have to pay our players. And it's a lot, you know. But I'm hoping that this season, I mean, even last season we talked about it, but now it's a major issue, because you're forcing out so many great players for the simple fact that you don't have enough money to keep them on your roster.
That's crazy.
So, WNBA expansion has to happen.
Expansion.
Expansion. But yeah, that is all for my WNBA news. Man, listen, the season is fresh. It just started.
It's
I know a lot of you guys are locked into playoffs right now, NBA playoffs right now, which is totally fine. But listen, we still have a lot of basketball that's going to last until late September, early October. So make sure you lock in. Get you a team. Get you some merchandise. Support these women. Check out the 144 documentary if you have not already.
It was good.
So powerful. It made me cry. I literally cried the whole hour.
Dang, wow.
Because it took me back, and we talked about this at the beginning. It's May 25th.
Yeah.
The 1 year anniversary that George Floyd was murdered.
Right.
And I remember, and I was thinking about this earlier today, and I remember that day when I found out that he was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I remember crying, and I said, I'm so angry.
Yeah, right.
You know? It just took me back. You kind of, as life goes on, you kind of like compartmentalize so much of like your traumas or things that you've been through. And I kind of put that in the back of my mind of 2020.
Yeah, right.
Because it's something I don't want to be reminded of.
Right.
Because it was such an emotional year. But that documentary just reminded me it brought back so many memories. Like,
so much
damn.
Stuff. Yeah.
This was really heavy.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
It was a heavy ass time.
It was.
So heavy. And I even empathize with the players, because it's like, damn, like y'all are moms, you know, some of y'all are wives, and you're leaving your families, and you're in this wobble, and you can't leave.
Yeah.
You can't leave.
Messing your mental up.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it was just powerful to see each of these women, you know, talking, you know, big shout out to Nneka Ogwumike, Lasia Clarendon, you know, all these women who speak up for the W, that are a part of the WNBPA, yes. You know, just advocating and orchestrating so much. And, you know, they dedicated last season to Breonna Taylor. And I just cried because, gosh, still no justice. Still no justice. Still fighting. To this day. Yeah. So, all in all, WNBA season is just off to a fresh start, and it's going to be an exciting year as the season climbs on. There's so much already going on. I know that we haven't been talking to y'all in almost 2 months, and we know what happened with the Atlanta Dream at the beginning of the season, which sucks because I feel like it threw off the whole momentum of the team with Nikki Collin leaving a week and a half before the season started. Yeah, that was a huge surprise. Because it was so crazy, because I was just on the Zoom call with her earlier that day.
That's crazy.
Earlier that day.
Just a few hours.
Just a few hours.
And then after,
that evening. You saw the group message. We was talking it up in there. Shout out to our Atlanta media fam. But yeah, I mean, so I felt like that kind of threw off the momentum for this squad, because yes, granted, Mike Peterson was the associate head coach or the assistant coach, and you know, maybe he ran whatever system that she had in place, but we're talking about a whole different coach who probably sees a game a lot more differently than she does.
Right, exactly.
So you have to adjust to him. I don't know. It's just a lot. And he already said he does not want to be the head coach. So
that even puts like, when he said that, I was like, yo. Yeah. But you can kind of even see it on the sideline.
Oh, yeah. You saw it because you've been to a game.
Yeah, I saw it.
He doesn't even get up the coach.
Yeah, it's.
No shade. You know, Mike Peterson is a great coach, but again, when people say that's not what they want to do, you have to understand that's not what they want to do.
Right.
But with the circumstances, he was the next one up.
Yeah.
So
you had to take it.
You know, I'm rooting for the Dream. They look pretty darn good right now. They just got to figure it out, and they will.
Gotta wait till Parker comes back for sure.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things I've seen where they're liking is definitely in the front court. For sure. So I want to see what happens when she gets back. How things will go.
Yeah.
But the back court, you can't say nothing about the back.
Man, so quick, so goddamn quick. I know teams be tired.
Nothing bad about the back court at all.
No,
that back court is nasty.
Nasty.
Angry, mean, like
Nasty.
they got some dogs.
You got Kennedy Carter. You got Tiffany Hayes, who just came back and has picked up right where she left off. Because remember now, she opted out last season. Yeah, right. You know, so we haven't seen Tiffany since 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago, yeah.
You know, Courtney Williams. My God, come on.
Talk about a green light.
Come on, Odyssey Sims.
Green light. Odyssey Sims.
Ari McDonald.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
You got options.
You do.
So many options.
You do. So, man, I mean, they're a young team, but they are an exciting team.
Yeah.
Don't count the Atlanta Dream out. So, just got to make some adjustments. Right. They'll get it. They'll pick it up. All right, Malik, take it away. Because just when we're doing good in Atlanta, we can't always be happy in Atlanta.
I said in Atlanta sports, take 1 step forward, take 2 steps back.
10 steps back.
This is exactly what that was, guys. Yeah. So y'all uncle, I'm gonna say it. Y'all uncle decided to call Julio Jones mid-show and ask him, did he want to go to Dallas or did he want to stay in Atlanta? Julio Jones says he's out of there.
What's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much. About to go meet up with my brother. What's happening with you?
Man, look, you want to go to the Cowboys, Julio, or you want to stay in Atlanta?
Oh, man, nah, I'm out of there, man.
He's out of there. Are you going to... Ideally, where would you like to go?
Right now, I want to win.
Okay. Well, don't go to Dallas. If you go, you ain't winning in Dallas, Julio.
Those 3 words will live with us.
It's haunting you.
They will live with Atlanta.
Is it like an echo in your mind?
Look,
out of
man.
There, out of there. Out of there.
Yes.
Out of there.
Yes.
Yeah. That one hurt. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It did. It did.
That one hurt.
When you're talking about one of the best wide receivers in the league, you were blessed to get him. I mean, it took a lot to get him. You had to give up a lot to get him, but it was worth it at the end of the day. One of the best wide receivers in the league. Never complained. Never went out his way to talk bad about anybody, even when people were saying, I'm the best wide receiver or I'm the best. He kept quiet. During the contract talks,
quiet.
He showed up to camp still.
Quiet.
Well, I don't think he showed. I think he showed up to camp after he signed the extension, but still, stand-up guy.
Last year, right?
Two seasons ago.
Yep.
Stand-up guy.
Quiet.
You don't hear much from Julio Jones.
Quiet.
But when this just hit different though, because I don't
even think I heard him talk for real. That's why when I heard him on the phone, I was like, damn, he is country. I ain't never heard him talk. He from Bama, for sure. I don't even think I heard Julio talk for real. You hear him, but like, damn. Your uncle.
Look, man.
Your uncle spilled the tea.
Y'all uncle did this.
No, it was already, but listen, Malik. See, Malik is very in denial, okay? Because this conversation was already the conversation had been happening already, Malik.
I wasn't hearing it.
You weren't. But I think you had to hear from Julio himself.
And you know what? I did.
Okay.
Because it's crazy because even like these past 2 weeks, I've seen the trade rumors and all the trade talk. And I literally like just put it to the side. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Like, why are y'all even making this a thing? And once he said he's out of there, I was like, dang, it's actually true. It's true. And what I just have a conspiracy theory here. I just feel like the reason they drafted Pitts and kept Matt Ryan was because they wanted to show Julio that they were still trying to win. I think going with the quarterback would have shown definitely that they're rebuilding. And Julio Jones said that he wants to win. So that drafting a young quarterback and trying to win it's not going to work. So keeping Matt and drafting Pitts was kind of like you know, we're trying to win this next season. See, you know, can you stay? And Julio's like, basically, that's not enough. It's not enough.
So now it's a lose-lose situation.
Now it's a lose-lose situation.
Because you didn't get the quarterback.
Yeah, you didn't get the quarterback. You're stuck with Matt.
Who knows what we will see next draft as far as the quarterbacks. Because you had some talented quarterbacks come through this draft.
Got Justin Fields.
You know? Fumble.
I'm going to let y'all know now.
Fumble.
Falcons GM. He looking real fat type right now, man. He came from the Saints now. You see what he's doing. I'm just saying.
Sips wine.
Look, he may be the ops.
Sips wine.
But
With
look,
that being said.
yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say.
That's all we got for Clutch
That's all I got
Update.
to say, y'all.
I hope you've sipped your wine, you've sipped your tea.
Yeah, because
And you got all of it. So we going on to You Gotta Be Kidding Me.
Oh, this is going to be great.
You got to get some more wine and tea for this one.
All right, y'all. All right, guys, we are back with You Gotta Be Kidding Me. Nia, I got to ask you a question.
I hope you went through your tweets.
I hope you did too.
Because if you didn't, Kwame Brown is coming for you.
He's coming for your neck.
He's coming for your neck and your mama's neck and your daddy's neck and
brother.
your grandmammy's neck.
They like y'all. No connection to nothing. Just all disrespectful. You want to sit up here and act like you don't know why somebody would want to call you out. As if you something perfect. As if you was the best in the league or something. You role playing angry punk. You sitting here acting like you was like that or something. Because you done made friendships and you kissing ass all day. I don't like the way that tastes.
He don't care at this point.
Listen, that's 20 years that Kwame Brown has not said a word.
20 years of stress.
20 years. Slander.
Everything in the book, Kwame Brown has probably suffered it. From the media, from the fans, from everybody outside.
It hurts, though. I mean, imagine, 20 years.
That's 20 years of that.
20
Yeah.
years? I'm going to tear y'all asses up, too. What you mean?
20 years of that.
Because y'all still got my name in your mouth. For what?
And
He not in jail.
he's not in jail. He's actually doing good.
He ain't killed nobody.
He's actually doing good. He's a country guy.
Country
But he's
guy.
a real
Straight
real
from
country.
Georgia. Straight from Georgia. Listen, don't mess with us from Georgia. Don't mess with us Georgia people.
Can we just go down the list of who he's came for so far?
Dog. Okay, we got Steven Jackson,
Steven Jackson, and
Matt Barnes, Jamel
Becky
Hill.
with the good hair.
Oh, who is Becky with? Oh, that's what they call Becky with the good hair. Lord. Listen, I think Matt got it the worst because it is embarrassing. Like the fact that basically your wife, as he put it,
Yeah.
your wife got took by your teammate.
I mean, he kept it real though.
They cool now though, apparently. So,
Oh,
yo,
hey man. Derek
honestly,
Fisher said he don't know how he did anything wrong in the book. So I mean,
he got his
man,
wife,
say,
he
man.
got his happy life, he got
yeah.
his job.
Hey, he living good.
You know,
He living good.
it's just insane to me that people are shocked that this man is coming for blood.
Yeah.
After y'all have ripped him to shreds.
Especially Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Stephen A. He had that coming for him.
Yeah.
And did you see the one where he was talking about how he be on the golf course with
It's so many videos
Michael
I gotta
Jordan,
catch up
bruh.
on.
He was saying that the reason Stephen A. is just like, I guess this high profile guy is because, and he don't say nothing bad about LeBron or nothing or Michael Jordan, is because he be on the golf course with them.
Okay.
Basically just
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes
Which
sense.
was very funny. But it does make sense though. That
Makes
does
sense.
I don't know if that's true, but it makes sense.
It makes sense.
So he came for him. Charlemagne, he came for Charlemagne.
'Cause, okay, let's talk about that because Charlemagne, you had it coming for you because why are you speaking on this man's family?
Yeah.
And Kwame, he already said, I don't even know he doesn't even know his sister like
Right,
that.
yeah,
You know, like this
exactly.
is his siblings from his dad's side that he's never even met for real.
Boy, I tell you.
So why are you speaking on this man's life that you know nothing about? And see, that's the
And
problem.
then Charlamagne tried to apologize.
Yeah, of course. Come on now. And now I just saw that Hot 97 had brought up about, you know, them addressing Charlamagne's rape allegations because, you know, he brought that to light too. Like, you always talking about protect black women, but
you out here doing that.
You know?
Doesn't make sense.
So, I mean, listen, he hit some key points, a lot of points that people are afraid to, they tiptoe around about certain people,
He
you know?
came for y'all king. He came for LeBron.
Yeah, he did.
He came for
about
LeBron.
the
about the
COVID protocols.
COVID thing, yeah.
But think about this too. I mean, would you have done that for LeBron? I mean, it's LeBron James.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
I just don't see a world.
I
don't see a world where LeBron isn't playing in the play. I mean, unless his team isn't in it.
You
but
know?
I mean, if his team is in it and you trying to take him out because of COVID,
Come on now.
it's kind of just.
Come on now.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Kinda
like
detrimental to the league, huh?
That's kind of reality. Like, did y'all really think that they were gonna just sit LeBron? I mean, come on.
Of course not. Come on. Now.
Come on. Which is, granted, he had a great point because he's like, you know, that's not fair to these other guys who actually had to sit out because of COVID protocols.
10 to 14 days.
So I get it. I mean, he made some valid points.
Yeah.
And it was also amazing that he shared his story, you know, because there's been so much talk, so much hoopla about, well, this is why Michael Jordan didn't like him. This is that. Michael Jordan didn't even want him on the Wizards.
Exactly.
Didn't even want him.
It seemed like nobody wanted him. It seemed like Kobe didn't like him. It seemed like Jordan didn't like him. I mean, and them two already alone.
I mean, but if you think about when Kobe and him played together, though, this was after all of the chitter chatter about him being a bust, him not living up to expectations.
Yeah, right.
Y'all gotta remember, this kid was 18.
He was 18.
He was 18.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? I came from this. I bought my mama a house. Because I think that we forget. We don't think about reality of so much of how life-changing that moment is to be drafted into the NBA. And when you see all the talk and all the chatter, half of these people who talk about this could never do the things that he's done.
Can't do it.
And that is the whole ideal and the point of his rant right now is the fact that y'all still have to respect me as a man.
Right.
Because I've done what I was supposed to do.
Exactly.
I may not have filled things for your expectations from a basketball standpoint, but you can't never say that I didn't take care of my family.
That's it.
Take care of my kids.
That's it. That's the first thing.
He took care of his legacy.
That's the first thing some of these athletes do. I mean, buy their mama a car, buy
Yeah.
their mama a house. I mean, they make sure they take care of their mama first, because mama was with them through all them times.
All of it. But my thing is the fact that, you know, when we understand that it's so much more to life than just bouncing a basketball.
Yeah. Right.
We'll move further.
True.
But people want to look down on well, you was a bust. Okay.
Yeah.
A millionaire bust at that.
I made it. Hey, I was the first round pick.
You feel
I
me?
was the first pick. I
Who
did
else
something
can
right.
say that?
I did something right.
Who else can say that? I'm a millionaire bust at
I
that.
did something right.
So it's just like, honestly, I'm here for it. Talk your shit.
Yeah, please.
I'm here for it.
Please
because
talk.
for 20 years, this man has been quiet.
And he's still in the fact that he stayed in the league for 12 years.
12.
So I
Come
mean,
on.
he really couldn't have been that big of a bust. I mean, you got players like Anthony Bennett that barely survived in the league for about three some years. So hey, he did his thing.
He did what he had to do. It may not be up to y'all expectations as far as the basketball standpoint.
Yeah.
But again, think about that traumatizing experience, living up to the expectations at 18 years old. You're playing with Michael Jordan. Listen, you're not playing with DeAndre Jordan. You're playing with Michael Jordan. Okay? You know how much pressure? And then to find out he didn't even really want you on the team.
He didn't want him on the team. Wasn't Michael Jordan was the GM and
yes,
Michael Jordan was the GM and the coach or something. I mean, and the player or something like that. He had a lot to do with the Wizards, man. Yeah, boy, Kwame, keep doing what you're doing because I love this content.
I love it.
This is the content I didn't think I never needed.
I love it.
I didn't expect it.
No, I don't think anybody did. A true Georgia man. Hey, talk your shit. Talk it. I'm here for it because people have constantly disrespected him.
Yeah.
And
Years. Kwame Brown?
His hands are so small. His hands are little. Okay.
But his mouth, boy, he can talk.
I honestly, if somebody was, it'd be interesting to see. Now, I stopped watching I used to watch All the Smoke a lot. That was like one of my favorite podcasts,
Yeah.
but I didn't really necessarily agree with Steven Jackson coming out. You got your issues with your baby mama. Baby mamas. I'm sorry. Baby mamas.
Keep that to you.
Don't sit there and talk about black women are bitter, and that's when I stopped watching because
boy.
we're not going to categorize all black women because
he's offended.
you decided to have all these kids with all these different women. I'm
He's
sorry.
offended.
I didn't like that. So that's why I stopped supporting All the Smoke podcasts. That is why I stopped supporting. But it'll be interesting because Matt Barnes did tell him to pull up. So
Yeah, he told him to pull up. Told him about he wanted to box. Come on, bro. He's not coming on the show.
Yo,
He's definitely not coming on the show.
listen, after y'all sat there and disrespected me and now y'all going to use me for clout.
Yeah, he's not coming on the show.
Nah, I wouldn't want to come on
not
there.
coming on the
So expect to see more chronicles from Kwame.
Please.
Now,
Now, some of the content that we wanted to see for show is this Bow Wow versus Soulja Boy versus, which is in the works. It's official.
How long do you think it will it be long? I think it'll be a pretty good selection.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think Soulja Boy gonna watch him.
Bow Wow though.
Talk to me.
We talking Bow Wow
Talk
from
to me.
like Lil Bow Wow
Go ahead. Talk
to
to me.
Bow Wow.
What songs he got?
Lil Bow Wow.
Bow Wow Wow. Yippee yo yippee yay.
Basketball Bow Wow.
Basketball is my favorite. That's two.
Harlem. What did he?
I don't know
Lil
about-
Bow Wow. You just don't know.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh,
Come
dang.
on,
Okay.
Lil Bow Wow. Let me hold you. Yo, his daughter be doing it. It is so funny.
He hate it.
It's so. His daughter is hilarious. She's the cutest thing, and it's so hilarious because like she looks like Bow Wow, girl version of Bow Wow, and literally like mimicking. Like it's so funny. But no, man, Bow Wow ain't about to watch Soulja Boy. Granted, it's gonna be a good little run, but Bow Wow has been creating tracks since he was like 9 or 10.
True.
Up until he was at least that we really paid attention to 20?
Yeah, true.
19, 20, 21, 22? I really don't know. Don't quote me on that.
But Soulja Boy been the first to do a lot of things.
So he says.
According to him.
He was the first man to walk. Soulja Boy was the first man to walk, okay? So
According to Soulja Boy, he the first to do a lot of things.
first man to drive a car. First man to get a haircut. Now, when we think about Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, we think about the impact. Soulja Boy has created a lot of impact as far
For sure.
as his legacy with his music, his style. He was doing a lot of different things that so many people wouldn't do.
Right.
I mean, the Crank That era, you have to give that to Soulja Boy.
That was a legitimate era. Like
People started
bruh.
coming out with Crank That everything. Crank That SpongeBob. Crank That Batman. Crank That Spider-Man.
Everything.
Crank That Roosevelt.
Yeah, all that.
I mean,
It's probably still on YouTube. All you gotta do is type in "crank that." You'll probably see it all come down.
but even then, his legacy is like, think about from the digital aspect. There are so many videos of Soulja Boy. That's why.
Dancing.
No. There's so many videos of him just doing like, I remember I was on MySpace when I wasn't supposed to be on MySpace.
like we all.
Yes.
Like all of us.
But I remember like just watching his videos, him, A-Rab.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
his whole
yeah,
little crew.
yeah.
You know, so he started that kind of that legacy of, granted, I feel like all rappers have documented their lives, but just doing stuff like digital stuff.
Yeah.
Like even the TikTok era now, I feel like the TikTok era now was our era of like the Crank Dads.
Yeah, crank that. Yeah,
and,
yeah, for sure.
you know, he was wearing Bape. He was,
yeah,
you know,
babe,
just
the long shirt. Yeah, long tee.
he really
pants,
did
all
start a
that,
lot of
man.
trends.
Yeah. Soulja Boy is influential.
Very influential.
Very influential.
Very
to us
influential.
now.
He's crazy, but he's
crazy, but he got
influential. Influential. So absolutely, this is gonna be a great versus. I feel like both Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, they have a lot to bring to the table. When we think about influence and impact, the shift in music, we have to give that to Soulja Boy.
For sure.
As far as our childhood,
Bow Wow.
just everything that Bow Wow has done, from being an actor, he's an incredible actor.
Yeah.
Music.
Soulja Boy never been in the movie, huh? Nah, I don't think Soulja Boy been in the movie before, unless it wanted.
He's just been in reality TV.
True. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What was it?
Growing Up? No, it's not Growing Up Hip Hop.
It was in one.
Was it Love and Hip Hop?
I think it was Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't watch it. I really can't remember. I think it was Love and Hip Hop because that's when everybody was talking about his relationship with the young lady. But overall, like, I think this is gonna be a great versus because it's going to feed into a lot of age groups and a lot of generations. Because whether if you grew up listening to Bow Wow or watching Bow Wow on your TV, Soulja Boy, same thing. I mean, even kids, you know, who were born in this century or born in 2000 or whatever, you know, Soulja Boy.
They know about him.
You know, Crank
They know
That.
about Soulja Boy.
You know, so I'm excited for this for sure.
This is lit. All right, on to some more. You gotta be kidding me. So, Terrell Stoglin, I think I pronounced his last name right. He says that J. Cole's presence in the African League is disrespectful to the game.
Do you agree? Hey, when you do that, I already know what you thinking.
Now look, I love J. Cole. I love J. Cole, and I know that he's been trying to get back into hooping, like for real. Like,
yeah,
he's said it for sure. And I remember last year during the pandemic, you know, when everybody was just doing like pickup, like runs, he was with the NBA players hooping, and he looked good.
Yep.
He doesn't look good in organized basketball. If we're being honest, he does not look good in organized basketball.
It's a shot for me.
But I mean, disrespectful. I don't know. I wouldn't say disrespectful. I mean, do I feel like he may have got a certain type of treatment, different treatment? Maybe so, because he's J. Cole. I do feel like it's definitely more better basketball players out there that could have took his spot, and they could be doing better than him. But at the same time, did they have that same? Did they put in? I don't know, bro. I just feel like, did they put themselves in that situation to get that spot? You feel me? Like I don't know. I mean, you can say he was being disrespectful to the game because, you know, the fact that he has this big presence and he's not doing good, and he's making other players around him that should be playing miss their opportunity. But are those players that miss their opportunity put it in that work? Are they doing all it? Are they doing this and that? Like, you don't know anything behind the scenes. So I understand why he said it's disrespectful. I totally understand, but I gotta look at it from both sides at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You know, the what is it? Basketball African League?
Yeah, the African. Yeah, I just say the African League.
The African League is new.
Yeah, right,
and it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. With it being NBA playoffs right now, WNBA is starting, so we got enough basketball going on already. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Who would have really tuned into a African League?
Nobody.
And I'm not knocking it because I'm sure it's some incredible basketball. But as for us, it's not even advertised enough in America.
Right.
Okay? It's not advertised enough here. We hear about it. We might see some stats on Twitter, some buzz on Twitter. But for the most part, that ain't everybody's first priority to lock into it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. So I get it from his perspective. I understand how it's like, damn, people have really worked hard for this. And unfortunately, somebody's gonna get the short end of the stick because, J. Cole just took this spot.
Yeah.
But number one, if you started with J. Cole since day one, you know his love for basketball runs very, very deep.
Yeah.
And that's always been this man's dream, is to play professional basketball.
Right.
Number two, again, when we think about the marketing and the clout,
That's
honestly,
wonderful.
it's helped the views.
Yeah. Because
And
people are, I mean, it's on Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
It's on ESPN.
You see what I'm saying?
It's everywhere.
It's helping the league grow. It's a young, fresh league. So I get it. From a player's aspect, I'm sure it can be frustrating because you feel as though there could be somebody better in this position. But, and it could have been a marketing thing. His album.
Yeah.
The offseason.
True.
You know?
Yeah, true. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that. I mean.
You see it from both sides.
Yeah.
But you can't get upset because guess what? Even if J. Cole didn't make his mark as far as, join the African League, somehow, some way, they were going to find a way to advertise or find some type of marketing scheme to get people to watch.
Look what
this
LeVar
league.
did. I'm just saying.
Just
man.
saying.
I'm just saying. Look what LeVar did.
Just saying. So, I mean,
like I said, we get it. We understand where he coming from, but I mean, if you want, like, from a marketing standpoint, you say like it's wonderful. J. Cole, come on now.
Yeah.
Album dropped at around the same week. I mean, look, bruh's living on top of the world right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's their first season.
Yeah.
First season. So I think that was great for them for the first season because now people are actually going to watch or people are going to be interested, or even if they're watching J. Cole, they might discover another player and follow that player. You just never know.
You never know.
You never know. So don't knock it till you try it. All right.
Get that jumper right though, Cole. Look,
woo!
Please.
It's that form. But hey, listen, we all got our own little art to it. I get it. Cool. I ain't gonna knock him because guess what? He's playing professional basketball.
Right.
I am not.
You're doing something right.
I'ma just chill out on that conversation. But all in all, I am so happy for J. Cole. Right. Again, I go way back with J. Cole since the mixtape days, and just to see like where he is now, the growth from Dreamville, like it's just absolutely outstanding. And I'm rooting for this man at all freaking times. So y'all can say what you want.
For sure.
J. Cole actually helped you.
Real. We gonna keep it like that.
Period.
All right, y'all. About to wrap it up.
Wrap it up then.
All right, guys. That is the end of episode 29. If you made it this far, thank you for the love and support. Please, we love you.
We love you. Y'all already know the drill. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for y'all to follow us on the socials. I know we've been
everywhere.
We've been a little ghost.
Yeah, but please, man, if you really love us, if you really support us, man, you still rocking with us through this little 2-month break that we did. Subscribe, like, follow, do all that.
Do it all.
Please do all that.
You know the drill.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at In the Clutch Pod. We don't know where he's gonna put it, but
say this every week.
I believe he's gonna put it down here.
We don't know where he's gonna put it, but
I don't know. Twitter and Instagram at In the Clutch Pod. Listen, like, comment, subscribe. Even watch our old episodes. See our evolution. See where we are now.
We got thumbnails, guys.
You know what I'm saying? We got thumbnails.
Guys.
Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Sydney. Shout out to our 3 Milli Pod family for always doing incredible work for us. So yes, Twitter, Instagram at In the Clutch Pod. Tweet us, talk to us, do whatever you gotta do. We tweet you back. We talk to you back. If you're not talking to us crazy. But you know the drill. In the Clutch Pod. Listen, you can watch us. If you want to watch us on YouTube, that's cool. If you want to pick up the conversation and you want to listen to us on your way home to work, whatever, you can do that. Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker.
I forgot about Breaker. I don't even use Breaker.
I don't either.
We're there.
But we're there. There's somebody in this world that actually uses it. I don't. Very basic.
We are there, y'all.
We're there. So again, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Anchor. You know the drill. You can do it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nia on Air.
Okay. It's probably gonna be it's gonna be
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nia on Air. Follow me, talk to me, comment, do whatever you gotta do. Malik, take it away.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _MalikATL.
That's episode 29. Happy National Wine Day. All that. Happy NBA playoffs.
Yes.
WNBA starting off. And that's it. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.